Hello guys, Diogo the Programmer here, back with another video in this Python RPG series. In this video, we're going to be looking at maps and navigation and how the player is going to move around this game. Now, there are different ways to approach this. We could either create a grid that the player can view, so they can view where they are, where they exist, I don't know, buildings or something like that. Or what we could just do is we could just have whenever the player moves, random stuff can happen. You can either meet a person, you can either enter a building. What happens is when you start to do that, that can become a bit weird because let's imagine if you move north, then you move north again. You might meet the same person, the same building. Although it's very unlikely. What you could also do is you can actually remove that from being able to happen. Although what may happen is that, for example, you may arrive at a town hall, you may approach a town hall, and then 10 turns later, or 10 steps later, you continuously go north 10 times or something like that, and you see a town hall again. That can cause some issues, I feel like. So, for instance, approach this, now we don't need to have a grid. What we could just say is you have a position in the world, and you can set buildings to have certain positions, and there you go, done. You could do that. So there are different ways of doing stuff, and I think the way I'm going to do it is we're going to have these three values. We're going to have position X and position Y, and yeah, so we're going to have position X, position Y, and we're going to have is facing position as well. If you're facing north, east, south, or west, as well. And if you move, what I think the program will check to see if there are any buildings there, or if there are any characters there. And we're probably going to specify that in a file where these buildings and characters exist to begin with. That's probably what we're going to do. Of course, since they are files, you can change this. It's not hard coded. Now, one of the things I'm looking to be is that the starting HP, that one is fixed to the file. Yep, just look at that. So that's fixed to the file. So depending on the let me actually open up the files. So depending on the class you select, will give you different HP. Now, maybe HP should be the same for everyone. Oh, sorry, I did not want that. That's not what I wanted. I wanted us to open folder and file. Here we go. This is what I wanted to open. So we have the data folder, and then we have class. And here, that's where we start all our classes. Yeah, currently we only have health points currently as a value. There's no need to add anything else as of yet. When we start to add other stuff, we may include other stuff. But what we do need to add is probably generate some characters. We could generate them randomly, or we could specify where characters exist. Now, I prefer the randomness aspect because we can just assign. So we can assign like a couple of these people to exist to exist in random places in the world, or we could actually create them as like AI, so they move around the world themselves. They do have their own moving around. We could do that as well if you wanted to. But yeah, I don't want to hard code per se that this person exists always. Although we could assign that there's always a monk at this position. We could always assign that. However, I don't want. I don't think there's a need for that. So I think currently what I'm just going to do is I'm going to put them in a random place. Now, of course, before we put them in a random place, we must get is some data about how big this world is and such. So what we could do is we could create a file which contains all the variables for how big the world is or whatever. We could do all of that, or we could hard code it. So I feel like we should either create a file, of course, to fill in the data. I'm going to create this. For now, I'm just going to call it world.txt. And all it's going to have is it's going to have x value of 32. Let's do x value and y value of 32. So it's going to have those two values. Our world will also have What else? Is there anything else I want the world to have? We could put player starting position. Player X. Player X, we could put you at 16, and player Y at 16, so we put you right in the middle. 16, 16, right? And what we could have is this to just load up some of that data. So if we just give here is def get world data file. What we can just do is we can say what we could just do is we could just say over here, we're then going to pass is read world data file, and def read world data file. I'm going to have it pass for now. So here we will want to get is this path right over here. So what we can just simply just do is we can just say over here file path is equal to os.get working directory, which is cwd. And if we actually print this and see how that looks, file path, get world data file. Let's put that just over here. After the classes actually. Can do that after the classes. Yep, that's fine. We can say over here plus. Oh, did that include already a slash, or am I going to have to add that? I'm going to have to add the slash. Okay, good to know. Data slash world.txt. So then I can just pass the file path over here. Path. Errors. Okay, so far no errors. Now I can say over here is copy one of these bad boys over here. Copy that. And with open file, we can just split lines. We can say over here, thinking. World size x. Let's put that 0 for now. Or should we put none? Let's put none. That's better. World size y. For line if name x in. Let's put this as world x. World y. Actually. No, we don't need that. Nope. Get rid of that. Let's over here world x, which is equal to an int as well. This is equal to an int mate. Let's get rid of that now. Distance over here. Else if world y, so here world size y. And yeah, we're going to create a new class as well then as well. Class. Got this world. Class. World. Def underscore init. I have here self. I'm going to have here self dot max x. Or we can say here yeah, world x. Fine, world size x. Self dot world size y. then that could be it. There you can have self pos x equals So now I'm just going to put 0. Self dot pos y is equal to 0 as well. Well, I'm just thinking over here. That doesn't have to exactly associate to play. What we could have here is we could have a class called location. Location. And in this class, what we could have over here is we could have pos x, pos y. And what we can have is self dot location coming. Location. Oh yeah, and pos facing. Pos facing equals n. Then that's also yeah. So yeah, I'm obviously gonna have player facing. Have his n as well. Just thinking of how this is gonna work. Get world data, read world data. Equals times return. If world x return and world y is not equal to none, what's over here? Then we're just going to create a world. To have the world size of x and the world size y. So over here we can just have here x and y. So we can have this equal to x, and this is equal to y. Then location. That's going to be an interesting one. Location. What we could possibly is we could possibly location as well. Actually, to be honest, we could have here comma location. Can we actually refer? The player's not created yet, is it? When's the player create itself over here? So actually, let's only do that after we've created the player. Only after we've created the player. Let's then have this. Yeah, I think I much prefer that. So that means then I can just say over here as well, my player dot, and I'll be able to do stuff over here. Like self dot, I can't do location, can I? Oh. Location. Can pass in location. Can I pass in location? I can't like call this again, can I? Def set location. Then I can say it's self dot pos x. Oh no, because that would no. Can I just then save it location? Okay, then can I do this then? Self dot location. can I do then this? Self.location is equal to location. Then can I not pass? So can I just do then over here x, y, and facing? Haha, I could potentially do that, couldn't I? Self.location is equal to I'm just thinking about this. Location pos x will then be equal to. Okay, I'm going to try that. Let's see if this works. This works this way. So where was I? Over here, my play dot. So there's the set location. Here as well, I'm now going to set here the location. So here, we're also going to say elif. So yeah, let's just copy these. I'm just going to use this quickly. As if we're going to have play x. Player starting player x. So pos x. So I'm going to call that. Bloody indentation. Player facing. Starting player pos facing. And this is not an int. Also, where is it? Also, do one of these. Get rid of that. If anyone puts any speech marks, I haven't, but someone might change them and put speech marks, or I might put speech marks by accident. Like that. So let's remove those speech marks. And yeah, now we just need to collect these variables over here. So we'll set this. We're just going to set all this to equal none. Set this to equal none. And set this to equal none as well. So if done, we do this. And what we're also going to do is another check. And what we're going to say is if this is not equal to none, and y is not equal to none, and this pos facing is not equal to none, then we're also going to set our location. And the location will be this one, comma, this one, comma, this one. And that will just then call over here the location class. Well, that will go over here to the set location, where we're then going to set over here location.pos x to equal x to equal what was passed. We're going to say over here location.pos y is equal to y. So when we run this, we shouldn't see these values. These are just some star values that we put there to initialize those variables. Dot pos facing to equal facing. Oh, also, actually, yeah. Also, just in case, I'm going to set this to be dot upper, just in case. Just in case lowercase gets put for whatever reason. Then, actually, also then do this. My player dot. Now I don't have dot location, but what I could do, I could say get location, can't I? I can just use this and just create here a variable called get location. We don't pass anything into it, and what we just do is we return over here. Can we just return location? So if I do dot get location, let's see what that does. If I do that. Syntax error. Why is there syntax error? What's the syntax error? If I run this. How is it syntax error? Okay. I don't know. Or is that just Visual Studio? Visual Studio hasn't updated. Takes 3 positional arguments before we're given. Takes 3 positional arguments before was Is it because I have to put self on any of these? Do I have to put self? I think it's because I have to put self. Self. Let's try it. Let's try and see if that fixes it. Play. Okay. Yep. And I have to do that for location as well, right? I bet you I do. Diego, monk this time. Yeah, it's put self. It did return me the location. It returned me as an object, which I'm not exactly happy about that. Can I say get location dot? I can. Pause X. Play. What's your name? Diego. Monk. 16. Cool. So I can save here my player dot get location plus y comma dot plus spacing. Play. There we go. Warrior. 16, 16n. Cool. So that works. So we now got our location property now working. However, that'll have to be for it for this video. In the next video, what we may potentially start doing is actually creating some other characters in our world. And yeah, we may actually start doing some characters in our other world and actually adding some navigation. Actually, we'll probably actually do navigation first. So yeah, so if you want to watch that video, you best subscribe so you know when that video has been uploaded, and click the like button if you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Goodbye.